What if you boarded a train and no one else seemed alive? What if it stopped at a place that didn't exist on any map? And what if the man who warned you was already dead? Tonight, you're not just hearing a story. You're taking a ride on the last train that never returns. They say the deeper the night gets, the longer the shadows stretch. Some roads and some trains, they don't just travel through space. Samojit Saha, a quiet history honors student from a South Calcutta college, had just finished attending a late seminar. It was already past 8:30 p.m. when he left the campus. As always, he decided to take the last local train from Sealdah to return home to but through time, memory, and something far darker. Tonight, I will tell you the true story of a train that departed from Sealdah station one winter night, but no one really knows where it ended. He looked straight at Sumyojit and whispered, "Don't take this train tonight." A strange, dragging sound came from the next compartment, like someone walking barefoot on metal. Outside, there was no signboard, no platform, only the ruins of what looked like a burnt-down house, surrounded by dead trees and darkness. The air was getting colder. Sumyojit turned to the window and suddenly noticed something. A shadow, someone, or something, was walking beside the train in the fog, matching its speed. But it cast no reflection, no shape. It seemed to float. "Son, not tonight. This train will go somewhere else's. You won't come back." Every passenger in the compartment slowly turned their heads toward him. Then they started laughing. His mouth didn't move, but Sumyojit heard him clearly in his mind. "I warned you. Now no one can take you back. This train only moves in one direction. There is no return." The laughter was dry, dead, broken, echoing through the steel like nails on glass. It was January 2012. Winter had wrapped Calcutta in thick fog and bitter chill. Not even blinked. He felt like he was the only living person inside. They told him, last train left at 8:30 p.m. last night. After that, no trains went out. He reached the station and, like every night, stopped by the old tea stall on platform 5, a dimly lit corner that most people avoided after dark. He's gone through therapy, medication, even hypnosis. But he still says, "I took that train, I saw that place, I came back, but maybe I didn't really return." The stall stood near a shadowy alley, always filled with smoke and silence. That's where he saw the old man for the first time. Not all of them run on tracks, you can see. They say, if you stay back after 9:30 at Sealdah and wait near platform 5, you might see an old man, standing quietly in the corner, face half in shadow. If you approach him, he'll only say one thing. The man emerged from the mist, frail, white-haired, in a dhoti and Punjabi eyes, eerily hollow. Sumyojit was startled, then chuckled nervously. He assumed the man was just another mentally unstable stranger. The floor beneath him felt like it was gripping him, holding him in place. Someone, or something, was whispering in his ear. The compartments were unusually empty. Barely 6 or 7 people inside. That never happened, especially not with the last train. Even your own shadow won't recognize you anymore. And then, nothing. He passed out. Around him, crowds bustled, announcements played. He checked the time, 6:05 a.m. His bag, phone, wallet, all intact. Outside, the fog seemed to follow. He glanced around. Passengers were all oddly quiet. One elderly man sitting across from him stared with blank eyes. Another had his head down, unmoving. Without replying, he walked past him. But as he headed toward the platform, he heard the man's voice behind him again, colder this time. "If you get on, you'll never return." It was exactly 9:35 p.m. when the Baruapa-bound last train arrived, but something about it felt off. Sumyojit boarded and took a window seat. The train started moving. Lights inside the coach began flickering. Then, 10 minutes into the journey, the train came to a sudden stop. But it wasn't a station. The train's lights went out. Total darkness. The world turned mute. Sumyojit looked around. The passengers hadn't moved. Then, the doors opened on their own, and stepping into the train was the same old man. But this time, he wasn't human. His eyes were empty sockets, his face half burned, throat torn open, blood trailing down his chest. Suddenly, all the doors slammed shut with a bang, but not like humans. Sumyojit tried to stand, tried to run, but his feet wouldn't move. He took the wrong path. When he woke up, it was morning. He was lying on a bench at Sealdah station. but there was no train ticket in his phone, no travel history. Confused, he approached the station staff. Shocked, he stumbled home, but what he saw in the mirror at home chilled him to the bone. On his left shoulder were claw-like red marks, scratched into the skin, and written faintly in dried blood. Do not return. Since that day, Sumajit has never boarded a night train again. Some late-night commuters still whisper stories. Not tonight. Don't take the train tonight. It'll take you somewhere you can't come back from. Some trains reach their destination. Others never arrive. Be careful which train you board. Subscribe to Darknest Files for more real horror stories.